This is live from Studio 2. You're listening to CIUT, and this is our weekly show where we have a band live in our tiny closet of a music room. And we're really feeling that today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lovely faces in the room with us. This is Kryva, Kosa. I've just been getting my lesson on pronunciation, and I was that all right? Did I do okay there?
That's wonderful.
That was wonderful? Yeah.
Kryva, Kosa.
Kryva, Kosa.
Oh.
Yeah, we're getting it. Okay. Amazing. I would love it if y'all would just go around the room, say your name, say what you're playing today, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Hi, I'm Callahan Connor, and I'm playing the fiddle with these fine people.
I'm Tibor Pap, and I play the kobos.
My name is Jyrgitta, and I play a Finnish bow lyre called Jouhiko.
My name is Maddie, and I'm playing tin whistles as well as a Swedish månmörkarpipa.
My name is Nadia. I have been singing. I'm a vocalist, and today, this is atypical, but today I have also been playing the drum.
I'm Elena, and I'm also a singer at Kryva Kosa.
Hi, my name is Rok, and I play the upright bass.
Amazing. Well, it is a very full house today. And I really like this feeling. I like when there's a lot of acoustic instruments in the space. I think it sounds amazing in here. To cheat a little bit, we've already recorded a bit of the set, so I'm sure y'all might agree with me there. How does this feel for you guys? How does it feel to be in this tight of a space and playing this music together? Anybody can take it.
No, I think we all like it. It's not much smaller than the first rehearsal space we had.
Yeah, you were hinting at that a little bit before. What was that first rehearsal space?
That's the living room.
No, it's actually the basement.
Oh, yeah, right.
Started off in the basement, maybe moved to the living room.
Right.
That's
when I joined.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
And there was always like chips and beer.
Mm-hmm. It's smoky.
Lovely. Yeah, it's a lovely rehearsal space. But lately we have been in more open spaces to accommodate our open rehearsals where we've had people from the community come and play with us. And yes, it's been wonderful sharing music in that way, but a bigger room makes it a bit harder to hear absolutely everybody. Mm-hmm. So it's been really nice sharing this intimate space like we've been doing and working up a sweat in this small room as well. I'll say it feels very nice. The sweat all over my face right now.
Very nice to feel, the music and the temperature moving through us.
Yeah. It's like we've been dancing, because this is all dance music,
Exactly.
Of course. Well, that gets into my next question, which is what's the repertoire you're going to be playing for us today? And how do you describe the music that you play when you're describing yourselves to people?
Well, these are all traditional folk songs that are intended for dancing. So this is essentially social music. This is music that people would play to gather with and dance their troubles away, socialize, make friends, and pass along traditions. So this song was really a mix of songs that represent our very diverse heritage, our diverse backgrounds as a group. So we have we played you a song from Finland, we were playing a song from Ukraine, from Lithuania, a song from the Chango culture related to Hungary, and also a song from the Rezia Valley, which is Slovenian in culture, Slovenian in origin. Maybe should I speak a little bit to our context? I mean, our name is Kryva Kosa, which translates to crooked scythe, but it's a bit of a play on words. It could also mean a crooked braid, and that's in Ukrainian. And it's sort of a derivative name from our umbrella organization that we're affiliated with, Kosa Folk Arts. So we have all met engaging with this group that's preserving a lot of folk traditions, both in music and craft, for example. And so we were searching for a name, and we're kind of continuing in that lineage of that play on words. And I think for us, it's also become a metaphor. The scythe was this common harvesting tool across Europe. And also across Europe, we have all these folk songs that nurture us in their own way. So I think in that way it kind of became a poetic way to represent what we're doing and how we're gathering these songs from all around the corners of Europe where we're from. Anyone
I
care
think
to add? Yeah.
in a shorter form we figured out a while ago that we are Fino, Balto, Ugro-Slavic folk
Yes.
dance music band.
There we go. That sums it up.
Wow. We could still add more prefixes
Sure,
as we
as
go,
we expand,
as we
yes.
deepen our repertoire and keep on, musically traveling.
Well, we became folk orchestra after open rehearsals here and
Oh,
during
yeah.
the
Yeah.
special. So.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to talk about all the stuff you've been doing here at Hard House also, which I think we'll get to right after our first set of 3 songs. Would you be able to...
Do you want like more in depth about each song?
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, if we could get a little intro on those first 3 songs and where they come from, what their origin is. Yeah.
So first one, Matti, gonna present.
So the first song is called Polska Lohialta, which means Polska is a type of dance, and then it comes from the region in Finland called Lohja, which is just about just north of Helsinki. So the Polska tradition is kind of a fiddling tradition that, as the name suggests, kind of comes from Poland by way of Sweden. So it's common in Finland along the west and south coast. It's a really fun dance. We've actually kind of had 2 different variants of teaching it. The one that we normally teach in our dance socials is called Slang Polska, and for me it's really nice because I play it on a Swedish flute called Månmarkapipa, which is actually kind of a special type of flute that was invented to play this kind of music because it has 1 extra hole for some of the trickier notes.
One more time, what's the name of that flute?
Månmarkapipa. So that's actually it's a
Månmarkapipa.
yeah it's a flute that is based off of the Harjaldans pipa from Sweden, but it was a collaboration between Stenmark and Månsen. So that's how they got the name of that flute.
Fantastic. All
That's
right.
so cool. I didn't know any of that, by the way. I'm stoked to know that. I just knew that Slang Polska was a super trippy, fun dance. It's like a partner dance where there's no particular leader or follower, and there's all sorts of twisting and spinning, and the way we play it also seems to lean into the psychedelia of that shared consciousness. But so cool to learn
Brilliant.
the Finnish history there.
Yeah. All right. What's our second tune?
Second one is dance from Lithuania. I didn't do enough research to tell you all in depth. It's kind of we chose because the group really likes it, so likes to play it, and has a lyrics which is kind of as many Lithuanian folk dance lyrics are a bit silly, and says about like the swallow-tailed bird gonna like fly out of the nest, and the boy gonna, as the bird flies, the boy gonna sneak into secretly to the girls, to visit girls or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
little
it's
scandalous.
very scandalous.
A little bit mischief,
Yeah, and then it's dancing this kind of line, and then they're doing some fun things, changing, and yeah. Kind of. I think it's from west of Lithuania, where mostly silliest folk dances originated. So
The West is the silly.
it's
side of
just silly.
Lithuania.
They usually make dramatic, weird lyrics, and they have
That's
lots of
awesome.
fun dancing. Where like, yeah.
Are you from the western part?
No, I'm from East, but my dad is from West, so he kind of brought this. I grew up with that culture in East part of Lithuania. Even Lithuania is just 300 kilometers across, 400 kilometers across, and the same amount of people as in Toronto.
Wow. Yeah.
Whoa.
There you go.
Of course. All right. And finishing off this first set.
Yeah, so that brings us to Yakiv, another mischievous song, another song about mischief. Yakiv is the name Jacob, and it's kind of, about Jacob, who is a visitor to a home you may say for the purpose of courtship, it's a bit of a naughty song. His visit is very disruptive, and somehow he and the girl of the house end up in the shed or small barn in the hay, and we're not really sure what's happening, but
Oh, that's actually scandalous. Yeah.
it's very
Like about dating.
Exactly,
But you're
it's-
hiding it from parents.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's a flirtatious comedic song. Like really, it's a comedic, flirty
Yeah.
song. But the master of the house is not too happy. I don't think there's a lot of commotion, a lot of disruption. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think you did
Yeah.
really good.
Which part of
And,
Ukraine does it come from?
Well, I mean,
Central.
central, yeah, and
And north, also central north, it's like Kyiv, Zhytomyr.
exactly, yeah. Mostly Kyiv Oblast. One reference we've been utilizing to learn the dance for the song, because of course we're always teaching dances to accompany these tunes, was documented in Makariv region, which sadly has been quite devastated now by the war. But yeah, mostly Kyiv region, Kyiv Oblast, yeah, in Ukraine.
Brilliant. All right. Well, let's get into this first set. What was I going to say about it? Oh, yeah, it's going to be sick. Let's get into this first set. Please keep in mind all that context as you're listening. I'm sure it'll make these songs even more exciting and entertaining for you all. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side.
You were listening to Live from Studio 2, and that was the first 3 songs of our set with Kryva Kosa. And we're here to chat about the work they do for a little bit, and then we'll get into another set. Thank you again so much for being here, everybody.
Thanks
This
for
is
having
wonderful.
us. This has
Sincere
been so
pleasure.
fun.
How many of you
Yeah.
have been here before, by the way? We got our 3 here.
3 of us, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think on the show even, yeah.
I just
We've
like
got some
turning on
repeaters.
89.5 every now and then just to see what surprising wonder I'm going to get, you know?
Hear,
That
hear.
is
I
one of
love this station.
the
for
brilliant
years.
things about it, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's
You
definitely
never know what you're going to
diversity.
get. Yeah.
It's definitely a regular frequency on my radio,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty excited to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Amazing. Well, you've also spent a lot of time in Heart House, which is the building that the station is located in, because you all have been the artist in residency for the last several months. Can you tell me a little bit about how that came to be and what you've been doing with all this time? Yeah. Who's going to take it? Who's going to take it?
Well, where to begin the story? I mean, we were invited as a part of a larger residency at the Heart House with Kosa Folk Arts, who we mentioned earlier. It's been kind of a retrospective time for them. Yes, so we were invited to participate in that, and as a part of that residency, for our part, we've been holding open rehearsals weekly on Sundays. We've got a couple of those left for anybody who'd like to join.
5 to 9
yeah.
every Sunday.
And this up just down the hall from CIUT Studio. And those have been really wonderful occasions to build community, share our music. We invite folks, students and the public, to join us, learn songs with us, contribute dance songs if they know any, perhaps from their cultures or cultures they're interested in. And it's been our time to rehearse and our time to share and expand our repertoire, which we're building our repertoire towards regular monthly folk dance socials that we've been holding here at the Heart House as well. We kind of had seasonal winter socials. Again, a chance for people to join. Our principal focus is dance music, so these are traditional folk songs that are intended for dancing. So at our events, we have an instructor who walks everybody through the dances, and it's lots of fun.
Amazing.
We had like 4 of those.
Yeah, we had 4 in total.
Yeah,
Dance social has
of all the
been
special
really
dance socials,
fun.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
through times it's actually became like from smaller audience, even though like it's been quite big even at the first dance social. Now it's with each next it feels like even Heart House becoming small for us. We're like the music room of Heart House. There's still a grand hall, right? Or a great hall.
Oh,
So
yeah.
maybe we're aiming
That's
for
a
that
very
one.
big room.
Music
Yeah.
room, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, the audience is amazing, and to see people dancing, it's just so much fun. And we've had for the residency, we've invited some other bands to play with us.
Yeah.
We've had several sets, and for 3 of 4 our dance socials, we've had guest bands, Chenga, right, and Plaskaj.
And we had
Balfok.
and
Balfok
Balfok.
Toronto.
Toronto, yeah.
And last time we also had our Iranian friends sing 2 Iranian songs for us as well.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's been really nice to feel such connection with all of those people, and also learn something new, learn new dances, learn new songs. It's been really fun.
Yeah, it's been a really nice vehicle for exchange. Like, yeah, as Alana mentioned, we had other performers, other musicians join us for some of those dances. So it was a nice way to just encourage exchange in our broader musical community. Some of us are involved, some of us in here in the studio are involved in some of those other groups. And also, we didn't mention that at our dance socials, we also invited folks who have been attending our open rehearsals to play with us. So we actually, we were like a band of 14 at times.
Wow.
Imagine that. So it was a nice opportunity
Wicked
to
sound.
really showcase what
Yeah,
we've been
I
working
believe
on.
Rock needed to actually rent some extra
Sound
like
equipment.
mics
Gear
and
and
the-
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we figured it out. Like at this point, I have to give a big thanks and a shout out to the AV team of Heart House here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the best.
They helped us a lot. They're amazing.
Yeah.
There was lots of going back and forth and emails to figure it out. but eventually we figured it out. So it worked out, and yeah, they're amazing. So again, thank you very much, Hard House AV team.
Yeah, well, that's wonderful. It's very cool to me that it's not only a celebration of culture and folk cultures, but that it's many different cultures all coming together.
Mhm.
How have you folks found, integrating different cultures together? Taking some instruments from one part of the world and playing a different part of the world's music on them. Is that always an easy process, or is there some some wiggling around before it all settles down?
I guess it was like a slow process because half of this band we played 2 renditions of other bands before together. And then being in the same community, and it's like always like what we want to do, how we want to do it, So this band was kind of at the back of my mind for a couple of years, and talking to the organizers of the Kosa collective, because what was happening, whenever we had a camp, yes, there was lots of musicians, but when our fall camp was over, there was no actual band here in Toronto to support all of these events. So, at some point, it's like, okay, guys, we got to do this. And then, yes, Mati and Jurgita were for it, and Tibor. It's like, and then everything kind of picked up from there. So I think we had our 1-year anniversary end of January this year.
Oh, wow.
So we're fairly, like young band, although some of us have been playing together for years.
Amazing.
I'm a fairly fresh face to the group, I'd say. I joined in September, and it's been a real thrill mixing sounds with these groovy folks. And I will also mention, as far as like figuring out the mix of these sounds and tones and tunes together, I'm noticing a really lovely organic folk process as to how we're doing it, where a lot of these tunes are very repetitive, catchy. It's not like boringly repetitive. It's like they're catchy melodies that we would repeat a bunch that people can dance to. But because we repeat them as often as we do in rehearsal and in these gigs, we naturally start to create variations just for our own, to keep it interesting for us. And that's naturally leading to arrangement, a spontaneous arrangement in terms of like harmonies and little riffs and little variations and whatnot. And it's unplanned in the most beautiful way. Very organic, I think. I that's a good word for it.
Cool.
Yeah, and I can only imagine, what will evolve out of this process, and the more we keep playing together.
Yeah. Well, that's a wonderful segue back into some music, and I'll be listening for all those, spontaneous arrangements and everything. I'd love if we could do the same thing and just talk through the next 3 songs in our second set. Give some context.
Tibor?
We're pointing to Tibor there.
Oh, yeah. Next one is called Bulgaros. That's a dance tune from the Chango peoples area. They live eastern part of Romania, but Hungarian-speaking minority. Interestingly, the title of the tune is called Bulgar, which means Bulgarian or related to Bulgarian, but it doesn't come from Bulgaria.
It's Romanian people speaking Hungarian.
No, Chango people, I would say.
People.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But not Bulgarian people.
Not
No.
Bulgarian. There are some confusions on the origins of songs there.
Mhm.
There's another one that's called Serba, which means Serbian.
Oh, yeah.
So interesting mix of Balkan tunes as well.
Fantastic.
And the lyrics. I promised to give it a try to translate it. It's very poetic, very poetic. But I mean, one day we'll get there.
Okay. No, you don't remember even roughly, like.
Yeah, kind of, but
That's all right.
Yeah, no worries.
Next time we come back, you'll have it translated.
I'll have it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Recital. Okay.
Cool. Our next song?
Černý potok.
Oh, so that one, yeah. This comes from a region that's in the northern west part of Slovenia that became, that was absorbed by Italy during the Second World War, and kind of like part of the first one. It is a Slovenian minority still living there, so Italians say, like, oh, this is, our ancient tradition. Slovenia say, this is our ancient tradition. So, it's like we leave it to discussions, whoever wants to debate this. But nonetheless, it's a very fun tune. It's called Citira. And, a lot of music comes from there and a lot of dances. There was actually a dance group in 70s and 80s that took this music and these dances all over the world. So we adopted one tune because it seemed appropriate. And it's kind of fun, to play this tune on the other side of the big puddle there. Yeah, and like we each kind of brought one of our own songs to this band from our regions, and I kind of like chose this one, and that's why it's here.
Brilliant, cool. All right, I think we got one more.
I think it was
The-
Scotch.
Oh, yes.
Our bonus tune.
Bonus track plus Scotch. Also from Ukraine. Yes,
Clapping,
it's
yeah.
a rip roaring
Clapper.
song for clapping. It's
Like clapper.
it's
But
a
we
clapper.
didn't-
Yes, it's a
Clapping.
clapper. Yeah,
But
yeah.
we didn't
person-
clap any in the...
No, we didn't. But there's
No.
clapping in the dance.
Our hands are full.
Yeah,
hands are
it's-
full, exactly.
it basically refers to somebody who's clapping. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also fun.
Also very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, our listeners wouldn't know where the clapper's supposed to be, but it would be play Scotch and clap, clap, clap. Dun, 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 dun. Play Scotch. Clap, clap, clap. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
And it comes even with a funny gesture.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
They're stomping, clapping, and cheeky finger wagging.
That's
to
right.
their partner in this partner
okay.
dance. The first half's a polka, and then the second half is this stomp, clap, finger wag situation. Very fun. Very
Oh, that's
cute.
delightful. Yeah, that must be really fun for the dance nights.
Oh gosh.
People
Very
get really
fun.
into that.
And
Yeah.
it's a
And then we
fun
just
one.
like crank up the speed.
Exactly.
Oh my
It's fun to speed up as we did to
Yeah,
challenge ourselves and exhaust, any dancers who are left
And-
standing.
Also, no dance experience needed for these dances
That's
because
right.
we have a dancing teacher. Anybody can just join. We introduce the dance, we show the dance, we slowly start playing music, and then as the people kind of get the groove and the moves, we pick up the music, and then it goes usually 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. People are having fun, so.
Lovely. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm excited to hear it, and we'll get right into it. This is Kryva Kosa live on CIUT 89.5 FM.
Thank
This is live from Studio 2 on CIUT 89.5 FM, and we're joined by Kryva Kosa. Thank you so much again for being here, everybody, all 7 of you in this tiny space.
Stoked to be here.
What a lovely set. We have just about 10 more minutes with you all, a little bit less than that. So I'd love if you would go around, introduce yourselves, but also your instruments one more time around the horn, since I know some folks have tuned in since our first introductions, and say a little bit about your instrument now that we've all heard them in context, and we'll check back in after that. Would you like to start?
Sure.
Callahan?
Yeah, my name's Callahan Connor. I am the fiddler of the group, and I'm playing a fiddle. It's just your classic 4-string fiddle, tuned G, D, A, E, and it's just wonderful how many cultures of the world play the fiddle, and how many great fiddle tunes there are out there. I started out playing Irish tunes,
cool.
but yeah, I've been learning all these other things, and stylistically adding a lot more trills to what I do. You know? Some say I put too many trills, like saucing it up with the trills, but I don't know. I'm still learning how much is too much. Oh, also learning all sorts of those double stops.
Oh, yeah.
Those sort of double string, because you can only really play 2 strings, a max of 2 strings at once on the fiddle. So you can get a fiddler's version of a chord that way.
I'm Tibor. I play the kobos. It's a lute-like instrument. It's smaller than your average lute or the oud. Has 8 strings. It's tuned like in pairs and tuned to A, E, A, D. This is what it sounds like. There we go.
Beautiful. Thanks so much.
Hello, my name is Jurgita. I'm originally from Lithuania, but when I came in Canada, I met Matti, and he taught me this instrument called johikko. It's an instrument from Finland. It's kind of sort of type of bowed lyre of at least 1,000 years old. Originally, so yohi is horsehair, so that's what means instrument with the horsehair. And this kind of sounds like violin and distortion.
Yeah,
And this is
totally.
specific instrument arrived to Canada. Very, very fun story. It's actually made for the stage production of Lord of the Rings.
What?
That was over 20 years ago. And this is like a number 2 of this prototype he made.
Wow.
Because they are a bit like usually D in D. So he made it needs low, like alto johikko. So he made a bit bigger in the prototype of Swedish dagelharpa. But dagelharpa has 4 strings, and this is 3 strings. So it's kind of mixed between Finnish, Swedish, kind of.
Beautiful. Yeah.
My name is Matti Polonen. I'm of Finnish heritage, Canadian, and I'm playing the tin whistles for a lot of the stuff, but then I have also this flute from Sweden, and it's based on a type of flute called Pipa, but this one actually has an extra special hole in it drilled because it comes from like the Swedish or / Finnish polska tradition, and a lot of the players were complaining that they couldn't hit the 7 below the tonic when they were playing melodies. So these 2 guys, Monson and Stenmark, got together. Stenmark was the maker, and Monson was the player that ordered like a custom instrument with this special hall so that you could play more of the polskas in that tradition. So.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hi. My name is Nadia, and well, I'm playing the drum today, which I'm not really a drummer. I've had a unique challenge today of keeping the rhythm for us and singing. But primarily, I do sing. My favorite instrument is my voice. So it's been really a wonderful experience in this group in particular for me to explore both Ukrainian folk singing traditions. I am of Ukrainian heritage. I grew up in the GTA, grew up in the Ukrainian diaspora here. But it's also been fantastic exploring different singing styles from all of these different countries. Like, it's really cool for me to dive into just timbres and also language. Like, I actually really am a bit of a language nerd as well. So it was a very happy accident that I wound up in a group where I could sing in 5-6 different languages.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And, you know, whether they're not all of our songs have singing parts, but regardless, it's always really a treat for me to see what kinds of stories are told across cultures, what kind of poetry emerges. And I also sing Ukrainian polyphony when I'm not singing with Kryva Kosa. So it's been a real source of inspiration for me, particularly exploring the song traditions of Ukraine and bringing that into this group.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm Elena, and I'm singing for Kryva Kosa. There's not much to say, but I'm very happy to be with this group and be part of it, and also sharing songs from my country, Ukraine, who's right now going through war. So I feel that it's very important to keep our Ukrainian spirit through songs, through dance, and I'm very happy to Kryva Kosa for such an opportunity. And also, it's such a pleasure to learn songs from other cultures and also see some differences, similarities, some similar words and different words, and trying not to mess up, finding ways how to also learning how about the tradition of singing, different singing in different countries.
There's
Little
differences. Yeah,
are quite
definitely.
fun to actually learn as well.
Amazing.
Hi. Well, my name is Rok, and I play the upright bass, which is this big piece of furniture that I keep on falling around. It's played more in a folky way with a bow. It's not really plucked, or maybe certain songs are plucked, but it's all it's kind of about a drone and just keeping a drone to the drum, or keep giving a tone to the drum, I guess. And I find I especially enjoy playing this because I'm also a drummer, but I enjoy playing upright bass way more. Just because it's a lot of fun, and not a lot of people kind of do it in this folky way. So maybe I'll play.
Lovely.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for introducing all those instruments to us. And I also hear there's some members of the band that are not here today. Could you just quickly, fill the folks in on who those are?
Yes, that's right. So usually we have Mikhailo with us as well, who's also from Ukraine, and he's often playing the drum, actually, so I'm sort of filling in for him today. And we also have Chloe, who's our dance instructor at our live events.
Brilliant. Where can people keep up to date with all the projects that you're involved in, and what should people be looking to next? Yeah.
You can always follow us on social media.
That's a big one, totally.
Instagram, Facebook, Kryva Kosa Band. You find us there. Also, if you follow Kosa Folk Arts, Folk Camp Community, we're associated with them. And next time you can see us at Drom Taberna on the
I love
22nd. It's the second Sunday, not this Sunday, but the next
Two,
one.
yeah, Sunday,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
It's
come out.
it will be
It's-
like anniversary of
Yes, yeah.
the war.
Full scale of invasion.
Yeah, it'll be a
Celebration,
fundraiser.
so it was fundraiser, and we're part of that fundraiser. Yeah.
Yes, so if you are interested in following us on social media and seeing what we're up to and when you can come dance with us, look us up. It's Kryva Kosa Band, and that is Kryva Kosa Band.
Lovely.
Come to our open rehearsals this Sunday and next Sunday, because then they're not going to be at Hard House anymore.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for being here again. And yeah, please go check out these wonderful folks and hear some of this music in person, because I promise it's very worth hearing in person. This has been Kryva Kosa live from CIUT. This is live from Studio 2, and you can hear us every Tuesday from 3 to 4 p.m. Cheers.